Hello, this is Dougie, still playing Disco Elysium. Welcome back. The first video got 1 like, and I think that's good enough to just continue the series, so I'm going to keep going. So what did we do last time? We met up with this guy, Kim. He's our partner, so he tells us. We actually don't know anything still, technically, so we're trusting him at the moment. He's our partner, and we're solving the murder of, I guess, this man here. He's been here for 7 days, meaning that he smells so bad that we can't even go up and investigate without being sick. So we were told to either go to the shops or that there might be something in this greenhouse. I'm assuming it's this one. And I think, due to my guy being so smart and logical, he's going to think, why would I go to the shops when there's a greenhouse right here? So we're going to try the greenhouse first and hope it's not too gamey where you have to go to the shops first, find out that you can't get it or something, and then you have to check the greenhouse. I'm hoping that's not the case. So let's go. So can we... the button to highlight stuff. Shift, is it? I'm just gonna assume there's nothing to interact with. We'll see. Right, what's this? Run. Winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Okay. Can we get over here? May have to go around. Okay.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material? My smart guy has an answer. Let's go.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern. Calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Okay, so my sight failed me there, but my conceptualization, I guess, helped. So mammals like this stuff. What is this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Okay. That is the same
nothing.
thing.
Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an...
Okay, let's... Right, okay. I was hoping we'd be able to just like bust out of the way and get around here, but let's go here instead. Where are you going? All the way around. That's enough. Maybe it would have been faster to go to the shops.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
So she's a gardener. Good. So maybe she can just get me this stuff. I have some questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go.
I'm done with it.
Oh.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I'll remember that.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Okay. Right, let's just, can we take this wheelbarrow? No. Let's just head back then. That was, incredibly easy. Oh, so I wonder, do I need to take it in first? In glass tube, cotton, and thing used to treat fainting spells just by scent. So can I... to somewhere? Just talk to the body.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
So, let's just try this again, just in case.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
That wasn't what I wanted.
Nor does the wind right now. I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
It's a good question. Surely he's seen dead bodies before. You would hope that most of them are not 7 days old, but, you know.
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette.
Yeah, okay. Fair
Then
enough.
drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Well, he seems to be perfectly fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
A white lie.
I didn't quite believe him either, to be honest.
Not being hungover helps too.
Right, I'll see if he'll do it for me.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together.
Aye, I mean, that's a fair statement. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Thank you, tutorial.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay, so we do have time, so half an hour would be like 10:15. Okay. Right, sure. See what this thought's all about. Compressor. You shit this apart and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. You know, I don't know, if anyone's watching this, try this. As soon as I said that out loud, I actually did clench my butt cheeks. So, like, do me a favour, if you've not played this game, even if you've never said that statement out loud before, you try it, see if yours do as well. Let me know in the comments. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people, and maybe that will help. Sure. Okay, we're gonna get our shit together. That seems like a really good goal. Right, let's go. So, yeah, I've not fully worked out how quickly the day passes. Like, in some games it might be you talk to someone, then it goes up a bit. What do we talk to this lovely gardener? If she's got any issues. She seems a bit sad.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
I don't actually want directions, but it's still the option, so I'll do it.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I? Because I had a funny feeling I might be in France, but I think I'm talking utter nonsense.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
That sounds French.
This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Okay, so... I mean... what is up in the father's like, what is north? And I was like, well, we know where north is. I actually don't care.
No problem.
Okay. What does this say? Pigs go home. The street name is legible. Okay. Whirling and... Let's go in here. Let's go shop. Oh, close the window. Go. You up to? Oh.
Welcome to Rivachol.
That's first name, do you think? So, welcome to Rivergo, and then sort of turn. Okay. Why are you addressing my partner?
Don't you welcome to Revacholmi. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Kim has always got like a really good retort.
Every
he knows what he's
school of
doing.
thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless.
Aye.
It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You fucking tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Thank you, rhetoric. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, you're right. Wait. Hopefully, he's right means I'm saying Kim is right. I think it does.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Now, I would believe you're right, but your name is Racist Lorry Driver, so I am skeptical of this.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of. My guy, he's got one strength or physique or whatever it is, so he's going to be saying something like that.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
Hmm.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Couple of questions, racist man.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling? Hope it's legit.
Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long's that been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
Now, I'm struggling to remember, I need to watch it back. But the strikers, what that manager was blaming the body on, he said something about something. Maybe, but okay, what kind of cargo?
Apples.
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, Koiko picked apples.
Could you please watch your language when you're speaking to an officer? Thank you very much.
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think.
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
I'm afraid, sir, you totally picked the wrong person to try and bullshit, because my guy is smart as fuck. So, actually, take that.
Yeah? Says who?
It's literally in the name. Oh.
Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
So, what does that mean? You explain it for me just to make sure you're not being inappropriate.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, fuck's sake, I know that.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad.
Okay, so it is an ethnic slur. You've just admitted that, yes?
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
Let's see these apples then. Show me one.
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Hmm.
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Okay. Tell me about this argument.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Also, you, the racist lorry driver, are just racist. That makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Race is a simplistic means of social classification based on easily observed attributes, hunches, and pseudoscience.
Is my guy too smart for sarcasm? He might be. I think I'm just gonna let it be very matter of fact. You just look at people and make arbitrary judgments.
The lieutenant tries to remain impassive, but the slight arch of his eyebrow tells you that he's liking it.
When you go, Kim, back me up here.
As arbitrary as any judgment, that doesn't make it less of a fact. We all have to use facts. Huh? Once you accept it, you'll gain the clarity of understanding.
Right, okay, on you go. Tell me what else you've thought about.
So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources.
And?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Oh, so it's weird. So my conceptualization succeeded. But it succeeded in not knowing what he's talking about. Right, let's just ask him.
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves.
Huh?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, the only one that really works here is a kind of sarcastic one. I'm not sure my guy would do, but he's selling when you say that. And I'm not really gonna... I don't want to give him a buy with this, so... Let me say this. I am not down with this, so why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
What did you just call me? No.
Looking for something, runt?
What did you just call
Tell
me?
me to fuck off again?
Yeah. Fucking right, I saw... My guy was about to arrest the manager for sarcasm. He's literally just been a wee... Okay, moving on. Saying about this other race books. Nope. Popular means... Okay. We're definitely in France of some sort, based on what he was saying there, so... Critique. Right, here's the... So here's the strikes. It's really important. Guy looks like the leader.
Bastards! We We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head tall and everybody, it's his height though, make Menke was the leader. He's very prominent.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why'd you think that?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
So I'm answering questions in a kind of like good guy way here, where like if I see someone with a right to work and he's like campaigning for rights and all that, my guy, I would personally be like, oh yeah, that sounds good. I wonder what it's like for someone with amnesia. Like, what's the base opinion? Would a human being with no memory fully be like on that kind of good side? Or is it like with something deep inside them to think it's the opposite? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Yeah.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
So what is this cause we're talking
Rights
about?
of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Seems fair enough.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Yeah, okay, right, let's just ask some questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
It's interesting about this talking about the tone of his voice is uninspired, and it's like, before he said that, I was a wee bit like, this voice actor's not very good. But then actually, what makes it's the hardest voice acting job, pretending that you're a bad voice actor. Does that make you the best voice actor? Because he definitely has me sold as being not very good, but it seems like that might be the character. Which is quite impressive.
So do we, Scott.
Call me my manana. Right, what is your goal?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mesk punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
I don't know what head measure means.
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
I mean, you're quite a big guy. Surely you can take him.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
So, shitbag. Okay.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
This is the classic smart guy move where he just like, have you actually tried talking to them? Because maybe they're very nice.
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there, Mr.
Yeah,
Scampi.
I was gonna say, that's not exactly PC, my friend.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Let's see, I'm a bit more unsure. Oh, it's almost 15:15, right? Fuck. I don't care anymore, right? What's this?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Right, so is this like a case of like a union that are already working in the harbour are on strike, and these guys want to come in and get some like good work because they're like from abroad or something? That'd be annoying.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
I mean, it would also be really annoying if you've been told you've got a job and you travel this way. I don't know where he's from. It sounds American, so that would be quite far away. Just to be told you just have to stand here. We probably no shelter as well, so it is annoying.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
In Speed, okay. I think I've seen him before. Oh, well, so I just assumed he was from America, but let's see.
What's it to you?
I think I would say this my smart man. Yeah, it probably is routine, part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
No, I definitely think he's up to something. Go.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Which is true. He probably has been a lot of bars.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Okay, so I believe him now.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Right, we're now past the half-hour mark, so I think we'll go back to the body because it should be our priority here. Right, I wonder. Let's see if
Volumetric shit compressor.
is our shit together.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Okay. So we get something for that, I guess. Get some here. Here, I'll be looking at something. No. I have to admit, this screen explodes my brain. There's too much going on. Like, well, this I've not read. I know this, but I think. Oh, I'm halfway there. Right. I've got some experience there. I'm not there yet, maybe. Oh, endurance. Right. Fuck knows. Let's just go. Let us go. And let's see if we can. Oh. Okay, right. Hopefully this means we can maybe do something. The wind has changed, as they say. He's still throwing stones at this guy, man. I'm surprised he's even get any, like, legs left.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yes, but now my shit is together. So let's go, surely.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Do they always do this? Because my guy doesn't remember anything, so I need to know.
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Yeah, so we better just go through all these because we're going to be, we're going to be thorough. Let's inspect the boots first.
The material appears to
I
be
could use
ceramic.
one actually.
Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Right.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
That was super useful to know, thank you.
It's all you, baby.
Oh, I actually thought I was saying that to Kim and saying how, like, how helpful his little bit of information was. But no, I was actually just, like, flirting with the encyclopedia. Okay.
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Yeah, this looks out of place.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Oofed.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes.
Yeah, it's probably enough for my guy. I know he has drinking. Aye. He took some more hate last year.
I have no idea what that means.
Neither do I, to be honest. You're right. Who do you think he could
That's
afford
for
this?
us to find out.
True, thank you.
Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard, given police don't even get it though.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
What do we think happened to the rest of it? I mean, what? Yeah. Surely someone, if they're going to steal the rest of it, they could take the boots.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Yeah, I don't think we should touch the boot personally. I think that would be bad. Police works, we're going to back off.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Right, well, let's just work our way up and go for the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
I was wondering at first what this noose was, but it is the belt. It makes total sense now.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt, It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Wait for this nugget of information here.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely right. My brain told me this.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
Yeah, that assumes we're maybe thinking people from the harbour. Okay.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yes, I mean, sadly my past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get. A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Okay.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Fair enough.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
I mean, that is the point in hanging someone to keep them up there, so I don't think there's any point in talking about this. Back off.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
I'll look at his tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Right. So, yeah, I was thinking some kind of like stars and stuff, so like
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
Yeah, we're certainly missing something.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Right, well, it's some sort of camera, so I'm not going to ask what this is. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to let him do his thing.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Good old Kuno was going to ask anyway, even though I was a wee bit curious. It's a instant color camera.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Yes. Machine?
It is pretty cool, isn't it? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure, just don't lose it.
Okay.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thank you, tutorial. Let's look him right in the eyes. Show a bit of dominance here.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
So, I'm still a bit unsure what Inland Empire means, to be honest. I should really look this up. I'm assuming I'm not going to say this out loud. This is like a mental thing, I think. Let's try it anyway. Who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Yeah, I was dumb.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Athletic build? You seen his belly? Fuck's sake. Athletic. Come on, Kim.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Right, so I guess we have to try and get him down because he's not afraid.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Okay, that puts me off a wee
The
bit.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
It's locked, that's annoying. Right, let's take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Okay, we're getting a wee bit of cop stuff back into our brains. Let's see.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Okay, so his face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Don't know what that means, but okay.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I mean, true, he is dead, but well. Bring up death. Bring up. Does that. Surely we'd always be upright if he was hanging. Then he died. Unless that means he was killed and then he was hung. That sounds smart. Let's try it.
Agreed, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Oh, so we'll just no.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
Okay. Yeah, this one's the only reason I'm picking this. Talks a wee bit about the science about it, so does.
Maybe it looks faint to you? It could be more pronounced, actually. Dumont noté.
Moved after death, perhaps?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
There's definitely something coming out
The
of
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Who said?
Talking about shit.
No, we're not doing that. Yeah, let's keep talking. Let's ignore those two. Maybe I went to the toilet sometime before death.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's also got bruises. Let's talk
I
about
do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
that. Alright, aye. Yeah, you know, I've never thought about that. That you would still bruise after death. I don't know why that would surprise me, but it does.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
Wide slot? What does that mean?
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Kim's a wee bro, and he just kind of comes in, does his shit, talks like he's always got to come back, and he's got a wee bit of like dry humour about him. Aye, good guy. Yeah. No. Aye. This is more my guy. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
Yeah, let's back off.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Sure. Right. I think we can now get him down.
The steel reinforced
Ooh.
belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Yeah, saw the branch maybe.
Climb up there and saw the branch? There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Surely shooting him down isn't the way, but I guess, maybe.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Aye, true.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Kuno knows, man. He's a bro.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
What? Right, just because she said that. Also, I've just realised that's Kuno and that's Kuno S because she's female. That's pretty funny. Right, I'm gonna try.
The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Right, I'll leave it to him. I like him. He knows what he's talking about.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle-loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm not gonna say anything because that might put him off.
He's gonna fucking miss!
Oh.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
It's okay, man. You'll get it next time.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
We do have plenty of folk looking for work right now.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah. Okay. Reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
I
It's
really
bad
wanna
as
try
it is. Us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
Here we go.
They only have one gun.
How many fucking guns do you have, Kunes? Fucking shut your
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
Well, some pretty good question.
That is even more unfortunate than the badge. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
Yeah, take it, you
Got a
fucking banana
gun.
poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Ignore her. Feel the weight first. We're gonna get feel this gun. Don't go rushing into anything.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
Aye, it's all gonna come back. This we know how to use a gun. We're police. It's all gonna come rushing back.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Aye. Meant to do this one. Stay shut up first.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna
Jesus.
fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Close your left eye first. Properly.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick, with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind, and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna
Oh,
cry
get
now,
started.
fucking faggoty?
Will you fucking shut up, man? Yeah, let's go. 40%. Let's do it. Yes. Fucking take that, Kunes.
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you. Looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you, body?
Communism.
Oh. Wasn't expecting that.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from, only that it's right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes
Oh, another
sideways
level.
into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Yeah, who is laughing at you, little shit?
Fuck you, Kurpale!
You've been placed.
Ace is high.
The Ace is High, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports. The gesture is spread across the world, despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
Yeah, I would never leave Kim hanging. Love it.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to the point.
I knew these guys were
Jesus. What?
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Okay.
In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have sent some sort of strike negotiator to wrangle control back from Evrard.
You could ask the garden for directions.
Oh, is this me done things kind of slightly out of order? I kind of thought that the game would have done that. Okay. Right, let's just go there. Right. We did a lot of stuff there. And I think that's probably an episode, right? Hope you enjoyed. Aye. Let me know if you like it. Just do a wee like if you enjoy this series. I'm still going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter if you don't. Right. See you later. Bye bye.